Desmond was brought up in an orphanage in Dublin because his mother tragically had to give one of her two sons away to the orphanage because her husband had died and she simply didn't have enough money to look after both. So it's not surprising that Desmond wanted to escape from Dublin at the earliest possible opportunity. And he came over to England and immediately went into publishing and eventually set up uniquely both as a literary agent and also a publisher. His business philosophy or strategy was very much small is beautiful. He had offices just off Savile Row and would explain to authors and clients of his agency that he was offering a fully bespoke, tailored service to his authors. He was extremely successful for many years, so successful that his local grocer was Fortnum & Mason's. And I remember vividly when I was employed by Desmond that one of the key executive tasks given to one was to go and shop in Fortnum & Mason for his weekend groceries. Desmond used to say that it was most important in publishing to have one or two really influential enemies because they talked about you to all the best sort of people. Desmond could be really quite waspish, and when another publisher, Anthony Blonde, tried to poach one of his authors, he sent him a letter saying, "I was a little startled, to say the least, to learn that you had rung up and said, 'Oh, darling, my publishing is being rejuvenated, and you would be perfect to spearhead my new list. If this sort of thing goes on, your list won't be the only thing that will be spearheaded.'" He specialised in giving authors a 3-book contract so that they had stability and financial security to write their novels. On the literary agency side, Desmond had a small roster of authors. Gilly Cooper came to him because he read in the Sunday Times a short romance that she had written for the Sunday Times and realised that he thought that it could be turned into a book, and she'd written 6 of these romances, and he then suggested to her as her literary agent that he might publish them in book form, which he did in hardcover, and then promptly sold the paperback rights to Transworld, who made an enormous success of them, and they're still in print today. When he died, his will stated that he wanted to set up the Desmond Elliott Literary Prize for first novelists. Winning the Desmond Elliott Literary Prize gives the novelist £10,000, and I think what is important about winning the prize and helpful for a novelist's career is not only the money. The other great advantage, I think, of winning a prize is that it gives you recognition in the marketplace.
Winning the Desmond Elliott Prize was a really massive moment for me, actually. You know, you write a first novel and you're alone most of the time, and you don't have sort of any natural feedback or any sense of what the world might think of it. So that kind of recognition is a real sort of vindication of what you've been doing. Winning the Desmond Elliott Prize was, as well as being lovely in itself, in terms of the financial help, was really huge in completing my second novel. It gave me, I think, probably the most purchased asset for any writer is really time, and that's what it gave me. It gave me time to go to the library and do the research properly, and it gave me time to write, and that's really the most precious gift you can have. I think when you're starting out as a novelist, the most important thing to do, one of the most important things to do, is really just read, and read what you like as well. I don't feel like it's important to be particularly snobby about these things. Read what you want, the kind of thing that you want to write, and also do it because you love it. Because it can be hard sometimes, but if you really, if you really enjoy what you do and if you really want to get up and go to your desk the next day, then I think that's part of the joy of it, really.
Desmond would have been delighted with the success of his literary prize. It's the Desmond Elliott Prize's 5th anniversary, And I'm delighted, as are my fellow trustees, that we managed to secure the services of Sam Llewellyn as the chairman of the judges, because Sam was one of Desmond's protégés and was published by Desmond very successfully. And it is splendid to welcome Sam back into the Desmond Elliott fold, where he is being a splendid chair of judges.